August 25th, 1847, a guy named Henry Francis Lyte wrote a letter to a family friend of his. And in that letter, he explained how his health was declining at the age of 54 and how he was going to move towards the south for the warmer climate. And also within that letter, he sent over his latest edition. As the summer was quickly going by and coming to an end and September was approaching, he announced to his family and his friends how he's going to preach one last time. And as much as his family and his friends discouraged him, he wasn't budging. So September 4th, 1847, he gave his last sermon, and that was based on 1 Corinthians 11:16. That same evening, he gave a relative his last hymn that he composed. And this hymn was titled Abide With Me, which was based off of Luke 24:29. In Luke 24, Jesus appears to them on the road of Emmaus. And verse 29, they tell Jesus to abide with us, for it is towards evening and the day is far spent. And in Desire of Ages 676, it says, abiding in Christ is a constant receiving of His Spirit, a life unreserved surrender to His service. The channel of communication must be open continually between man and his God. As the vine branch constantly draws the sap from the living vine, so are we to cling to Jesus and receive from Him, by faith, the strength and perfection of His own character. In John 15, it talks about how Jesus is the vine. So starting in verse 1, going to verse 9, it says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, He is taken away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more ye, except ye abide in me. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. If a man abideth not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and it is withered. And men gather him and cast him into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein my Father is glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so I have loved you. Continue in my love. Verse 10 says, If you keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in His love. And then one more passage in Desire of Ages 676, it says, When we live by the faith of the Son of God, the fruits of the Spirit will be seen in our lives. Not one will be missing. So there will be an apparent connection with Christ without a real union with Him by faith. A profession of religion places men in church, but the character and conduct show whether they are in connection with Christ. They say that we are the sum of our 5 closest friends. So those 5 people who we hang out the most with shape our values, our personality, our character, and what we believe in. And so when we are abiding in Christ, that is who we will be transformed into. Because as we spend more time with Him, as Ellen G. White says here, we will soon take on His character. We will take on the fruits of the Spirit, every single one of them. And whether we realize it or not, but those around us will realize that there is something different in us, and that we are set apart from the world. And so that is what Jesus is calling us to do. Abide in Him, and He will abide in us. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us on Here I Am Send Me 360.